Hello, welcome back. The 2 day, not today, 2 days, TWO days, the 2 day weekend. It's right in that average range. There's 17 orders. And why I say orders, because someone came in and bought 6 items, 6 media items, which is good because 3 of them don't have a date stamp. So things that are well over 2 years old are going out. About 6 of them, I think the total was $81. But the total for the sales from Saturday after the mail to right now, 9 o'clock, is $517. So that's $30 average an order, which is good. Needs to get back up. Again, I don't mind picking up the $10, $12, $15 items, or let's stick more specifically with 10 and 12. There's still money to be had, but it lowers that average price, average selling price. It's still money to be had. So if I'm going to fret about the average sell price going down, it's still money to be had. Doesn't matter if this goes down or not. 2 videos ago, if you watched it, if you're just watching this one, someone made in a comment a while ago that they only watch my sales videos. They don't watch any of my other ones. I'm like, all right. So that's actually why I started putting what sold in source as the very first words. I'm like, well, I forget. I'm not going to bother with that comment. But so since that person and many others probably do as well, I mean, because I can recall some YouTuber videos types that I didn't watch, some that I do. So if you watch the what sold videos and not the sourcing videos, in the sourcing video from a couple 2 videos ago is a very basic, probably 3-4 minute tour of Mike's Place restaurant in Kent, Ohio. Now I will guarantee it, you've never seen any place quite eclectic as that. It's a place I grew up going to. I worked there for a year in '99. Outside of that, I've already got all the CDs pictured. That was from about 8:30 to when I started this. I already have those done in half an hour. That's probably 40. And you could probably get 2 disc media done in a minute. You pre-stack and pre-organize things. So even if you added all the other little things that you're doing, it's still 1 item a minute you can picture with disc media. Books, maybe a little over a minute because it takes 6 to 8 pictures for books that I do. And then I have to list 75 things. And at a kind of hand searching again, hand typing again, looking stuff up again, finding using the math of this is how many are listed, this is how many have sold by a hand typing, right? There's 4 that are listed and 1 has sold. Is that 1 sold price at a lower tail price? Is it a $15 item, or can they regularly sell for 25? So a lot of times if I see a big price difference between what's listed, if I'm not pressed about the couple bucks, I'll just put it right at the lowest one. If I can kind of figure it is really weird and unique and odd, perhaps obscure, whichever adjective you want to use, if it garners more of that, if it peaks any of those, PEQUE, if it peaks any of those, I will copy paste what I have already wrote and go into Terapeak and start looking. And if I go on Terapeak and there's 4 listed, 1 has sold in 90 days, but Terapeak is 3 years, so 4, 12 times more, 12 times longer going back. That's kind of a weird mathematical sentence, but I could see if there's more. And if the one that sold of this specific example, if there's 4 and the one that sold for 20 bucks and or 25, if you're following along with what I'm saying here, you kind of go where I'm You can understand where I'm going. So if there's 4 that are listed, one's at 15, one has sold for 18, but I go into Terapeak and there's 25 that have sold, and 18 and 15 are the 2 lowest ever. I'm going to price mine up there and kind of have to figure that out. So for each item that I need to do that to, not all of them, because a lot of them, all you have to do is just hand type. You can see that there's enough sales listed in sales ratio to where you can gauge the 90-day mean, not the average, the mean. The mean is going to be the upper. I don't list. Very rarely will I list something at the bottom of the barrel price. It's usually the upper mean, because I want the market to be able to reflect a little higher value. It's what I do. When I want more money, and if I can encourage mine to sell, and then the next person that comes along and sells one, they're going to see, oh, this is the mean, so they're going to put, hopefully, they're going to put their price up a little higher, and that'll keep that value of that going up. With stuff such as disc media, which were only made in limited, well, same thing with, I'm going to guess everything, but with especially a lot of CDs, they could be very, very one-off, such as the Iron Butterfly, Inagata Vita, Original Masters, 24K one. That's $100. I have another gold one. I didn't realize was a gold one. It's not a 24K, it's a hybrid. It doesn't say it's SACD. However, it's another interesting one. It's in a sourcing video. I think it has 7 as part of the title. But in my mind, 7 and 9 thinks I'm fine. MC Chris again. And there's 5. 7 if you include 7 and Iron Butterfly. There's 5 SACDs, 2 that I know because they're in a standard SACD case, which is good. Not all SACD, I mean, it could be the same. Either way, there's limited runs. So if I want to keep in the physical media collecting market, the disc media collecting market, if it's not a super common, and if it's $20-25 on a regular, why not do what you can to kind of push it up? So that's enough of the intro stories there. Let's go ahead and find out what's sold. Islands in the Stream DVD, 13. Madame Royale book, like new, if not brand new, $75. So I know that this is in a sourcing video. A, I can always refer to date stamp, but B, I remember explaining that I had a barcode. I don't believe that this came, I don't remember now, but I did hand type this, and there either weren't any listed, or there was one other. There was a price right around this range, or the one that had sold was a higher value, or I didn't find anything. And then when I ran it in Therapy, there was one or a couple of them that did sell right in this price range, 60 to $100. So just because it's not listed, this is going to be a full stop. Just because something is not listed, just because there aren't sales in 90 days. That's why I talk about Terapeak. It is a game changer to have Terapeak on the go. It's been probably 2 years since they've had it now. But that just goes with what I was just saying about the rarity of the prints, the rarity in the quantity of the prints. It's like the Anne Rice Interview with a Vampire book. That one, it sells, I want to say I have it for probably $130, $140. Hey, that one I got actually in Cauga Falls. And it's either that's a $230 sale or a $24 sale. So that just kind of goes with what I just said about picking these things up and looking at them. Oh, I hear a train coming. logistically, to me, it's just media. I sold a bunch of all that other stuff before. Media is just, it's everywhere. It's cheap. It's easy to work with. Your mom. And it sells fast. Your mom. When Love Is Not Enough, DVD, Winona Ryder, Beetlejuice, I know her from my generation. 13. Terra Nova, complete series. It was an interesting movie, or interesting show as well. I forget the guy's name. But he played in another series called Life on Mars. Interesting. Twirls. And this has been up for maybe a week. 15. Dust to Glory. Again, this one went up to actually the same day, different buyer, same day as Terra Nova. 30. Blink 182 DVD. 22. The Thief of Baghdad Criterion collection. I mentioned before, and if you watch other media DVD sellers, Criterion is definitely one to look out for. $20. One that's been up for maybe close to a month. Give my regards, Paul McCartney DVD, $40. Now down the lower bread and butter range, $11. All right, well, next is the 6 items. I was trying to get it all in one hand, but I can't. There you go. All right, so we have Uncle Talbot, Christmas Magic cassette, old Ampex, some of these old Ampex. This one, if I believe right, if I remember right, is a PETA to get out of here. But a lot of the older Ampex ones, especially if they're, I had an Aerosmith one, I think sold really fast for $80. Some of these other ones are now sticking around. I probably got 20 of them. Sonny Boy Williamson, Big Bird in China, and Lost in the Amazon. Nick Extravaganza DVD, 20. A lot of these Nick Jr., Nickelodeon, the Nick Picks or the Nick Jr. Picks, volume 3, 4, 5. Some of them are still pretty good priced. Othello, X-Library, had it for a little while, was in the back of a box, $20. Jackie McLean Quartet, 14. Polish Customs and Traditions book, typical, a little thicker hardcover. Not a lot on it, 13, but it's gone. And $65 for a bag of Simex cleaning powder, 5-pound powder. I got 7 or 8 of them from the Goodwill on Vine Street before they moved, so that was a couple years ago, for $3 a bag. Took a little while to sell, but $65, $70 a bag. And the sale that came in was a $25 sale, 38 special. So the new amount is 538, order total of 18 items. So I know I covered quite a few different things, some ramblings again. Like I said, get this video done, edited, posted, stuff packaged. Now get the DVD pictures and get all that stuff done. So I really can't say from the time frame it took me to get the pictures and get everything listed what it'll be. I know what I can do. I know I'm going to get all that stuff up and done today. And if I get, let's just call it arbitrary 2,000. If I get 2,000 of listed stuff up, and if half of that sells for 1,000, and then after the fees, roughly, I'll be at 700 net for 7 hours. Going to have into it. Actually, 7 hours for the totality of the day. I do this for free. Do this for free to help people learn that physical media, primarily disc media, it's everywhere. I already used this cliche. I already used your mom. So if you like what you heard, like what you saw, feel free to comment, tell me thingy, subscribe, share. Only takes a second. Everything else. Appreciate it. Thank you.